Have you ever wondered how a apparently solid lifestyles can unexpectedly turn into a nightmare? Today, we delve into the sort of story, the tragic story of Staff Sergeant Nathan Pay, who turned into shockingly murdered by using his own wife. Before we get into the heartbreaking details, let's first explore how financial downturns can impact our daily lives, including job losses and financial struggles. Stay with us for valuable insights on navigating both financial and personal crises. If you find our content useful, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more updates. Let's dive into these gripping stories and learn together. Your support helps us create more informative content for you. A night that changed everything. Staff Sergeant Nathan Pay was known for his dedication and reliability. The true crime genre has been tremendously touched by the Chris Watts case, with various books, podcasts, and documentaries covering every facet of the tragedy. The incidents were documented in depth in the documentary American Murder. His family, alarmed by the noise, ran to find Nathan bleeding on the doorstep. This horrifying scene turned an ordinary night into a nightmare, revealing dark secrets and devastating truths. The quest for answers had just begun, uncovering a web of betrayal and hidden motives. What seemed like a tragic accident was soon discovered to be part of a far darker plot. Rushed departure, a race against time. Nathan, realizing he was late for duty, quickly woke his wife Michelle and hurriedly jumped into the shower. The urgency of the moment was palpable as he hastily got dressed and prepared to leave. After a rushed goodbye to his annoying family, he headed to the garage. The quiet night time was all of a sudden shattered by way of the sound of loud gunshots. Nathan's family, drawn with the aid of the terrifying noise, ran to discover him bleeding and on the point of crumble. Michelle, gripped with the aid of worry and panic, rushed to her husband's facet. Despite her determined attempts to assist him, Nathan fell to the ground, converting their lives forever. This sudden and violent occasion plunged the family into a nightmare, marking the beginning of a tragic and harrowing journey. The regular nighttime was a scene of horror and depression, leaving them grappling with the surprise and trying to find answers. Tragic event, the horrifying scene. Unfolds. Chaos erupted inside the Payon family as gunshots shattered the tranquility of the night. Nathan's family, alarmed and drawn with the aid of the noise, rushed to the scene, simplest to discover him bleeding profusely on your doorstep. The sight turned into scary and surreal. Michelle, overwhelmed with fear and panic, ran toward her husband, determined to help. Before she could reach him, Nathan collapsed, leaving her in shock and despair. This violent and sudden event plunged their lives right into a nightmare of blood and worry. The everyday nighttime had grew to become right into a scene of horror, marking the beginning of an impossible ordeal. The Owen family became thrust into a devastating situation, grappling with the immediate aftermath and the looming uncertainty of what lay in advance. Desperate call, a plea for help. At 11:30 p.m., Michelle made a frantic 911 name, screaming for assist as Nathan lay bleeding from gunshot wounds. The dispatcher guided her through administering first aid, telling her to apply stress to the injuries and try CPR. Paramedics arrived quick, but notwithstanding their satisfactory efforts, Nathan's injuries were too extreme. He tragically died from a fatal neck wound at the younger age of 28. The news of his dying unfolded hastily, stunning the network. Friends, pals, and fellow service participants had been left in disbelief. Nathan's brutal murder sparked a public outcry, with needs for justice and solutions. The lack of any such committed serviceman and beloved circle of relatives man left a deep void within the community. Community outcry, demanding justice. The information of Nathan's loss of life spread swiftly, sending shockwaves via his tight-knit network. Known as a devoted serviceman and loving family guy, His brutal homicide sparked instantaneous outrage and disbelief. Friends, buddies, and fellow carrier individuals were shocked through the violent act, suffering to understand the mindless loss. Public outcry grew louder as human beings demanded justice, wondering who ought to devote any such heinous crime and what the reasons could be. Vigils were held, and social media buzzed with requires answers and responsibility. The network united in their grief, coming together to support Nathan's own family and to are searching for the fact. Determined to discover the overall story in the back of the tragedy, they rallied, insisting that the ones accountable be brought to justice. This collective resolve underscored the community's dedication to making sure that Nathan's legacy might no longer be forgotten and that justice might succeed. Background: Nathan's life and legacy. Born on February 12, 1982 in Tamuning, Guam, Nathan Joseph Figs Pei grew up in a close-knit family, loved for his amiable and diligent nature. From a young age, Nathan enjoyed the island life, with a passion for swimming and surfing in Guam's beautiful environment. In high school, he met Michelle Anon Achu, and their friendship blossomed right into a deep and enduring love. Despite facing severe challenges, they remained inseparable, supporting each other via lifestyles as ups and downs. Together, they constructed a life marked by means of love, dedication, and resilience. Their courting became a testimony to their commitment and mutual recognize. Nathan's legacy is considered one of love and devotion, leaving a long-lasting impact on people who knew him. The journey of love story. Nathan and Michelle's. When Michelle lost her mother, Nathan was her steadfast support, helping her through the difficult time. After graduating in 2000, Nathan proposed to Michelle, and they started their lifestyles together. Initially operating as a receptionist, Nathan soon found out he wanted a solid profession to guide their future. This led him to enlist in the Air Force, which brought stability, but additionally new challenges. Despite the pressures of Navy existence, their willpower to each other remained unwavering. Together, they confronted existence's demanding situations with resilience and backbone, building a domestic filled with love and dreams. Their enduring love and mutual support provided a strong foundation for his or her developing own family. Nathan and Michelle's adventure turned into a testimony to their deep bond and unwavering dedication to each other. Career and family life. Building a future together. Nathan's Air Force profession began at Elmendorf Air Force Base in Alaska, providing the financial balance needed for his developing family. During their time in Alaska, they built a house and welcomed their 2D infant, Nyara, into the sector. 6 years later, Nathan and Michelle celebrated their wedding ceremony, marking a proud and joyous moment for their family. Nathan's career endured to thrive, incomes him promotions and improved duties. His dedication to his activity and his UAS turned into unwavering, and it fueled their shared ambition to reap their desires. The stability and success of Nathan's career allowed them to attention on constructing a brilliant future together. Despite the demands of Army lifestyles, they remained devoted to their circle of relatives and every different, creating a loving and supportive surroundings. Nathan's expert achievement and their sturdy circle of relatives foundation had been a testimony to their tough work and determination. A new chapter moved to Nellis Air Force Base. In 2006, Nathan transferred to Nellis Air Force Base near Las Vegas, taking on a significant role. The family expanded with the birth of 2 more sons, Dron and David, and they bought a spacious house near the base. Initially, the new home brought joy and excitement. However, financial strains quickly overshadowed their happiness as the costs of their new lifestyle began to outpace Nathan's income. This financial pressure strained their relationship, testing even their strongest bonds. Despite their love and commitment, Maintaining their family's well-being amidst growing financial concerns became a significant challenge. Financial strain and deployment to Iraq. To improve their financial situation, Nathan volunteered for deployment to Iraq in 2009. His 6-month deployment brought some relief, but upon returning, he felt pressured to go back for more financial benefits. Meanwhile, Michelle struggled with anxiety and the challenges of managing 4 children alone. Seeking stability, she sought employment and made new friends, dreaming of starting her own business. The physical and emotional distance from Nathan took a toll on their relationship. This strain eventually led Michelle to an affair with Michael Rodriguez, which provided an escape from her lonely and stressful life. The affair further complicated their already strained relationship, adding a layer of betrayal and secrecy. The signs of trouble. Unraveling Relationship. By the end of 2009, Nathan was unaware of Michelle's affair, attributing her positive changes to personal growth and newfound confidence. Believing their relationship was improving, he resolved not to leave his family for extended periods anymore. Nathan sought ways to earn additional income without deploying again, hoping to provide stability. However, as financial pressures continued, Michelle's demeanor shifted dramatically. Her mood swings and erratic behavior revealed the unstable foundation of their apparent happiness. The once warm and supportive environment in their home grew tense, highlighting the cracks in their relationship. The facade of personal growth masked deeper issues that were beginning to surface, threatening the very fabric of their family life. As Thanksgiving 2010 approached, tension hung heavy in the Pei household. Nathan and Michelle's deteriorating relationship was evident to visiting family members, who noticed the strained interactions and forced conversations. The warmth and togetherness that once characterized their family gatherings were replaced by an uneasy atmosphere. Just a week after the strained holiday, Michelle exchanged messages with Michael Rodriguez, hinting at deeper connections and ongoing plans that went beyond a mere affair. These secret communications set the stage for the tragic events that would unfold on the night of December 1st, 2010. The underlying turmoil in their relationship was building towards a catastrophic climax unbeknownst to Nathan. The hidden betrayals and mounting tensions were about to erupt, leading to a night that would change everything forever. The night of the murder. On December 1st, 2010, Michelle's exchange with Michael Rodriguez hinted at their deeper connection and growing discontent. Michelle's dissatisfaction with her life had intensified, and the allure of financial benefits from Nathan's military insurance fueled a sinister plot. Motivated by greed and desperation, Michelle and Michael conspired to kill Nathan for the insurance money. To execute their chilling plan, they enlisted the help of accomplices Corey Hawkins, Jessica Austin, and Shannon. Together, they devised a methodical and calculated scheme to murder Nathan, believing it would solve their financial woes. The plot, driven by a combination of discontent and greed, set the stage for an evening of unimaginable betrayal and violence. The carefully orchestrated plan aimed to end Nathan's life and secure a financial windfall for Michelle and her co-conspirators. On the day of the murder, Michelle deviated from her usual schedule, arriving home early. Nathan, completely unaware of the sinister plot against him, continued his routine as normal. As he prepared to leave for work, Michael ambushed him, shooting Nathan 5 times in cold blood. The brutal attack left Nathan defenseless and fatally wounded. The assassins fled the scene quickly, meticulously destroying evidence and establishing their alibis to avoid suspicion. When emergency services arrived, they found a gruesome scene, marking the beginning of a complex investigation. This night of betrayal and violence set off a chain of events that would ultimately uncover the dark truth behind Nathan's tragic murder. The scene of the crime. Aftermath. Detective Todd Williams led the research, inspecting the bloody scene and ruling out theft as a purpose because of the shortage of stolen gadgets. The ugly nature of the crime hinted at deeper, darker secrets. Detective Laurie Anderson interviewed Michelle, whose mention of financial struggles raised suspicions. The police suspected hidden motives tied to Nathan's military insurance. This detail led to a deeper investigation into the family's finances and Michelle's personal life. The investigation exposed a web of deceit and betrayal, revealing the true extent of the sinister plot. The community was stunned as the dark truth behind Nathan's tragic death emerged, uncovering the truth in investigation. The police examined Nathan's phone, finding only family photos, which complicated the narrative. Neighbors reported seeing a suspicious vehicle near the Pay House around the time of the murder, providing the first significant lead. When Nathan's family arrived, Michelle's overly theatrical reaction raised suspicions. During questioning, Michelle mentioned a colleague, Michael Rodriguez, linking him to the murder. This prompted the police to investigate Michael's background and relationship with Michelle. Detectives uncovered a web of deceit and hidden motives, leading to a deeper investigation. Michelle's phone records revealed crucial evidence. The investigation pieced together the sinister plot behind Nathan's tragic death. Uncovering connections. Linking the suspects. Michael's criminal record and suspicious behavior led to intense questioning by the police. Examination of Michelle's phone revealed a year-long correspondence with Michael, filled with coded messages that suggested a deeper connection. Confident in their involvement, the police continued their investigation, uncovering more incriminating evidence. This persistent effort eventually led to confessions from the involved parties. As the portions of the puzzle came collectively, the police made numerous arrests, bringing those accountable for the heinous plot to justice. The web of deceit and conspiracy turned into fully exposed, revealing the true quantity in their involvement, breaking down confessions and arrests. Michelle eventually broke down and confessed to both the affair with Michael Rodriguez and their murder plot against Nathan. Her detailed confession shed light on the motives and planning behind the crime. Shortly after, Shannon turned herself in, providing crucial testimony that corroborated Michelle's story and added more depth to the investigation. Detectives meticulously pieced together the conspiracy, revealing a carefully planned execution. The evidence was overwhelming, leading to the arrests and charges against all involved parties. The court proceedings were prolonged and intense, with each suspect facing the full weight of the law. Michelle pleaded guilty, accepting her role in the plot, and the other accomplices, including Michael and Corey, also faced justice. All were handed life sentences, ensuring they would be held accountable for their actions. The outcome brought a sense of closure to Nathan's grieving family, although the scars of betrayal would linger. A tragic legacy reflection. Nathan's murder had a profound impact on his family and community, shattering trust and security. Michelle's actions destroyed their family, but moments of humanity emerged. The Pay family showed incredible compassion by requesting Michelle be spared from the death penalty. Nathan's legacy of dedication, love, and integrity continued to inspire those who knew him. The community honored his memory and upheld his values, coming together despite the betrayal. Friends and neighbors held vigils and shared stories of Nathan's positive influence. This tragedy highlighted the iconic energy of love, forgiveness, and the strength of the human spirit in adversity. Nathan's story reminds us of the significance of compassion and resilience in the face of difficulty, honoring Nathan's memory. Following Nathan's murder, intense legal battles ensued, with Michelle's court apologies often met with skepticism. Her movements led to lifelong effects for herself and left a lasting impact on their family. Despite the tragedy, Nathan's reminiscence lived on via his kids and the loved memories held via his cherished ones. His story serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of human relationships and the devastating effects of betrayal. It also highlights the significance of compassion, forgiveness, and resilience. As the community and circle of relatives navigated the aftermath, Nathan's legacy of willpower, love, and integrity continued to encourage individuals who knew him. His life and premature demise inspire us to reflect on our very own relationships and the values we maintain expensive. If you found this story moving and insightful, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more content that delves deep into human experiences and the lessons they offer. Stay connected for more stories that matter.